Welcome back to Advent of Code. We're now on to 2016. 2016. Wonderful. So the last one was 2015. And before that, 2022. Let's have a look here. Yeah, so I've done 2015. These two I did live, like during the actual Christmas period they were launched. Now I'm just going through and doing all the past years. So if you don't know what Advent of Code is, it's basically a site that every Christmas, the first 25 days of December, a new problem launches each day, and they're kind of Python puzzles, a bit mathsy, involving taking input data and doing algorithms. It's quite fun. It's good practice for learning coding, and it's a very well-made site, actually. Good UI, and encourages a lot of conversation between participants about how to approach the problems and how everyone solved the problem and so on. So let's begin with day one. No time for a taxi cab. Is it going to be something to do with the taxi cab metric or the Manhattan metric? Oh, let's start the music. And when I finish this, I'm going to try using ChatGPT to solve the problem independently. See if it actually is better than us. Which will be worrying, because I'll be out of a job, but it will also be interesting at the same time. Okay, straighten the camera a bit. Alright, so Santa's sleigh uses a very high precision clock to guide its movements, and the clock's oscillator is regulated by stars. Unfortunately, the stars have been stolen by the Easter Bunny. To save Christmas, Santa needs you to retrieve all 50 stars by December the 25th. Collect stars by solving puzzles. 2 puzzles will be made available on each day in the Advent calendar. The second puzzle is unlocked when you complete the first. Each puzzle grants 1 star. Good luck. Alright, so you're airdropped near Easter Bunny headquarters in a city somewhere. Near, unfortunately, is as close as you can get. The instructions on the Easter Bunny recruiting document the elves intercepted start here, and nobody had time to work them out further. The document indicates that you should start at the given coordinates where you just landed and face north. Then, follow the provided sequence. Either turn left or right 90 degrees, then walk forward the given number of blocks, ending at a new intersection. There's no time to follow such ridiculous instructions on foot though, so you take a moment to work out the destination. Given that you can only walk on the street grid of the city, how far is the shortest path to the destination? Okay. Okay, easy enough. Pretty sure it'll be easy enough for ChatGPT too. Okay, so start. So we've got our input. It's telling us to do all these. Okay, cool. So let's say instructions equal with, so we want to open the file with open output.text as f. Instructions equals f.readline dot split, or let's say dot strip dot split on comma space, because that's what it looks like. And yeah, okay. Okay, so our starting coordinate, let's say, is 0, x equals x, y equals 0, 0. For z in instructions, facing, let's say facing equals n. Okay, what's the easiest way of doing this? Okay, just say if the first character is L, hang on. Yeah, we're facing north, so just do this. If this is probably the longer way of doing it, but I'm not sure. You could probably make an array and an index. Okay, just do this. So just do lots of if else's. If facing equals facing equals west, and just copy that 4 times. Damn it. Alright, so if it's north, go west. If it's west, go south. If it's south, go east. Alright, I know a cleaner way of doing this. Just say left equals hash map that goes n to west, west to south, south to east, east to north. Right. And right equals the inverse of that, so let's say hello Amaro, yes, finally on 2016. Probably won't get through all the years before at Christmas, but we'll get through some of them. What's that about GPT? Well, when I finish each problem, I'm gonna just copy and paste the problem into ChatGPT and see if it can solve it. Because apparently it can sometimes do that. ChatGPT is that smart now. ChatGPT you could just paste a problem into it and it will write an entire code to solve the problem. So we'll see if it didn't continue your towel speedrun on April the 1st. What was I doing on April the 1st? Yeah, I should have. Oh, April the 1st I was sick because of the heavy pollution in the air. Yeah, I made that video for Sand Knight the day before Sand Knight to post in Discord, and then April 1st I was just sleeping. So yeah, I couldn't. Guess we have to wait till next year. No, I'll find some time this year to maybe carry on with Tau. So that's one way of inverting left. So that's left, that's right. So we just do if. So now we just say facing equals left facing, else facing equals right facing. And then movement. Oh, we need another, let's say direction equals it's alright, we can do this with if else's. Alright, so that tells us the facing, and then we say the number, well, we need to take out the number, which will be int of z from 1 onwards. If facing equals, oh, we just have to do this, each of these one by one. So it is north, y plus equal num. Okay, just copy and paste this. So if it's east, then the x increases. If it's south, the y decreases. And if it's west, the x decreases. Finally, we just print out the distance that we've covered in the Manhattan metric, so it's just that. Run. 253. Let's test that out. Correct. Part 2. Then you notice the instructions continue on the back of the recruiting document. Easter Bunny HQ is actually at the first location you visit twice. For example, if your instructions are that the first location you visit twice is 4 blocks away due east. How many blocks away is the first location you visit twice? Okay. Alright, easy modification, I guess. So this is part 1. We want to keep a set of visited nodes. Visited equals set. So now x, wait. Yeah, okay. So x and y. If x, y is already visited, then print What do we want? Oh, we want the distance. Okay. Again. Abs x plus abs y. And then visitor dot add xy. So the first time we visit a place twice, actually every time we visit a place twice, we're gonna get this printed, but we just look at the first one. So 242. No? Okay. First location you visit twice. First location you visit twice. Did I... Alright. Let's have a look again. Failing the first problem? Yep. Huh. Alright, what's wrong here? So every time we move to a new spot, we put it in visited. That's correct. If it's already in visited, we print the distance. What's the problem with that? So each of these places we visit twice. Like this one we visit 3 times. It's kind of weird. Alright, let's try using the input they gave. So that input. Eight. Got an answer for part 1, but not for part 2. For their example input. Write 8. Write 4. 4. Right, 8. Oh! They don't mean... Hang on, let me read this again. Damn it. They don't mean, when they say visit, you actually visit every block you're walking through. I thought visit means when you follow an instruction to move 5 spaces, then after you've moved 5 spaces, that's a visit. But they... Okay, this is actually ambiguous. I don't think they've been fair with this wording here. Okay, so... Because they didn't define what a visit is. So they actually mean the individual... Okay, fine. Okay, so that's an easy adjustment. I just need to put this... Okay, I have to do it like this. So, for we have to add these one by one. And then do this check each time we've moved one step. Four, there we go. 4 is the correct answer for the basic input. All right, let's change that to that. So 126. Interesting. Yeah, that wasn't clear from the... this is a very short description, and it doesn't really say... Okay, the example does, but I kind of skipped over the example. But the description alone, that paragraph there, doesn't tell you enough. Okay, that's correct. Alright, now the fun bit. Let's see if ChatGPT can solve this. Faster than we can, which probably it will, because that took a long time. That took like 20 minutes for that. So, ChatGPT. Hello. Hello, how can I assist you today? Alright, we need... to copy the problem. Let's copy it from here. You're here. Onwards. Okay. Can you write a Python program to solve this problem? So he actually called the variable instructions. That's what I did. Oh, see, look, he's smarter than I am. He used numbers so that he could easily add or subtract instead of doing that hash map thing. All right, I'm out of a job. Direction. Oh my god. Alright, let's test this. Oh, he even made a nice print statement at the end. I didn't do that. And is explaining how it works. Alright. So... Hello, DIJ. Yeah. So, well, let's actually test it. But it looks pretty good. I already see that it's better than what I did. This hash map I did, it would have been easy to use numbers. 1, a 0 for north. That's exactly what they did. So instead of GitHub, it'll be ChatGPT. Yeah, maybe. Alright, so let me make a separate file here. One ChatGPT. Right, instructions, we just need to use that. To get the instructions, or hang on. Let's just say See, he doesn't know how to. He doesn't know the format of the inputs, so that's fair. Like that wasn't explained to him. So let's say line equals f.readline.strip, and then we just give a line to this bit here. But he knows how to split on the comma space, so that's good. So literally, we just have to add that pair of lines to give him the input. Alright, let's just run it. 253. That is correct. Alright, now we're not done yet though. We need to check if he can adjust the program according to these additional requirements. Let me switch back. Can you adjust the program for the following added requirements, let's say? Okay. So it's going to be pretty similar. It's taking a while to type. So, yeah, I mean, people were actually doing this for Advent of Code, and I mean, it's not like it's against the rules or anything. The guy who made the site has said you can use whatever method, even pen and paper or AI, whatever you want to solve these problems. But it does actually, for some problems, people do actually get to the top of the leaderboard just by pasting the problem into ChatGPT and having it solve it. So it does raise questions for the competitive coding scene as a whole. In fact, Google are shutting down their Google Code Jam, which has been going on since like 2011 or something. I wonder if this is the reason. I wonder if they realize that competition's kind of gonna no longer have any competitiveness to it when everyone can just paste problems into ChatGPT or Google's AI bots. But well, there might be other reasons why they're shutting down the competition. It's Google. They just love shutting down products which people actually like using. Alright, what have we got here? They even use the same variable names that I came up with. Visited. That looks pretty correct. Yeah, this direction thing is way better than what I wrote with the hash maps. Just %4. Alright, let's test it. I think this is a win for ChatGPT for problem 1. Hang on, if I move... Wait, let's move this to the top of the file. Right, now we can just paste the new code. Line. Alright. 126, yep, that's correct. And even did it better than I did because I was just printing out every coordinate that was visited twice, but he actually stopped at the first one. Alright, well. So problem 1, that's... ChatGPT wins that one. I'll have to keep a tally. Problem 2. Took the lazy route. ChatGPT took the correct route. Yeah. Well, they were both correct. They both gave correct answers. But yeah, if you needed it on one line, then yeah, that was ChatGPT was the correct answer. I should have put something in to break out early. All right. And this is the free version of ChatGPT. You can get the paid version, which will give you like better performance, and you can probably do more queries and stuff. You can even run it off a server yourself, so you don't even have to use their website. But it would be quite expensive to set up a machine to do that because it's quite intensive. Ask it to mod answer streams. I mean, it probably could. I wouldn't be surprised. The assembly code is pretty hard for humans to deal with. That's why we now don't really code in assembly. But I'm sure ChatGPT could manage. ChatGPT to write an AI that's better than itself. Yeah, that's the principle of the. Or what's the term? There's a term for that type of program. But yeah. So, problem 2. Bathroom security. Alright, you arrive at Easter Bunny headquarters under cover of darkness. However, you left in such a rush that you forgot to use the bathroom. Fancy office buildings like this one usually have keypad locks on their bathrooms, so you search the front desk for the code. Wait, keypad locks on their bathrooms? Why? What, who were they afraid of going into their bathrooms? You would have a keypad lock on the actual office itself, surely, so that you're not going to get some drunk off the street using your toilet. In order to improve security, the document you find says, bathroom codes will no longer be written down. Do they want people to piss in the corridor? Because they will. Instead, please memorize and follow the procedure below to access the bathrooms. The document goes on to explain that each button to be pressed can be found by starting on the previous button and moving to adjacent buttons on the keypad. U moves up, D moves down, L moves left, R moves right. Each line of instructions corresponds to one button, starting at the previous button, or for the first line, the 5 button. Press whatever button you're on at the end of each line. If a move doesn't lead to a button, ignore it. Okay. So if it tries to take us off the numpad, we just stay where we are. Okay. You can't hold it much longer, so you decide to figure out the code as you walk to the bathroom. See, this is a situation where you would need ChatGPT to code faster than you can, so you can get to the toilet on time. I mean, you could literally just do it on your phone. Alright, so, that's the input. Let's have a look at this example. So, you start at 5. up, left, and left does go... Okay, yeah, I get it. Wait, so the code is... after each line you press the button you're on. Got it. $19.85. Alright, so oops. Alright. So we start at 5. Alright, let's just say numpad equals 1, 2, 3. Really, avid decoder, you had a chance to do a 1984 joke. Well, I was. It might be a 1984 joke. Maybe it's somehow like they're saying it's like the year after or something. I don't know. Or it might be a different reference. It might be a reference to something. Right, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, I'll be curious to see how ChatGPT handles the numpad. Alright, so we start, let's say button equals 5. Oh, input. Okay, so it's for line in. Okay, yeah, okay. Let's copy the thing from before. For line in f dot read lines. Wouldn't ChatGPT have the solutions stored already from previous people who asked the same thing? It might do, but I don't think it's actually using them because it's... If you ask it again, it gives you a different code. It re-rolls the RNG basically, because I've tried this before. If you just ask the same question twice, it'll be different every time, but it'll still probably be a correct program. So it does actually seem to be writing it on from scratch each time. Hello, Dogfish. You're taking ChatGPT's side. Well, ChatGPT's currently beating me, so you'd be on the winning side. All right, so for line in for line in f dot read lines, for car in line dot strip. Okay, if car is so we want a row and a column. We don't need button. Okay, so if car is up, row equals just max of 0 and row -1. So that stops if it tries to go beyond 0. And then we just have to do this 4 times. So if it goes left, it will be... Oh no, it's R, it's R. Well, no, okay, so this is R, this one's C. If it's down, R equals minimum 0, 1, 2, R plus 1. If it's right, column equals... So this already looks a bit messy. We'll see what ChatGPT does. And then after this for loop, we print numpad row R C. And that should just print 4 numbers, or 5 numbers actually. It probably will get confused for the more complex problems, and you can kind of you can tell it, oh, this gave me the wrong answer, or this part here doesn't seem right, and it does actually try to fix the program for you, so you can help it make the program work. Right, let's run. Oh, why am I putting this in the ChatGPT one? Oh, no, I just had the wrong tab selected. Okay. Yeah, run that. 71477. Okay, there's a lot of 7s in there. 71477. Nope. It's too low. What? Okay. So let's test it on this example then. Yeah, something didn't seem right about that number. 0, 1. Okay, let's test it on this input then. One 774. No, that's not right, is it? What am I doing wrong? Which way is the numpad oriented? 1 on the bottom or top? 1 is at the top. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Probably I've made a... Oh, that shouldn't be 0. That's the problem there. That's why it's falling to 7 so many times. That should be a 2. Alright, that might just be the problem. Is 0 there? No. 1985. Okay, that's correct. Seven three five nine seven. 73597. Okay. You finally arrive at the bathroom. It's a several-minute walk from the lobby, so visitors can behold the many fancy conference rooms or water coolers on this floor, and go to punch in the code. Much to your bladder's dismay, the keypad is not at all like you imagined it. Instead, you are confronted with the result of hundreds of man-hours of bathroom keypad design meetings. Okay. You still start at 5 and stop when you're at an edge. But given the same instructions as above, the outcome is very different. So basically just do it again with this layout. Okay. Well, I can make it just a square grid and put X's or something in the gaps and just run the code, but whenever I walk onto an X, just walk back. This is Bunny HQ. The Easter Bunny headquarters. They stole the. What did they steal? What's the law here? Well, let me go back. They stole. A high-precision clock that Santa uses to guide his... Oh no, the stars! They stole the stars themselves. Why? Christmas is not in competition with Easter. Is it? No, not really. Yeah, okay. Alright, fine. I can just... Right, new numpad. Okay, I'm just gonna tab. Okay, so we do it like this. Just go. Let's say zeros. Yeah, there's no 0 on the numpad, so let's put zeros in all the invalid places. So it's 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. Two, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so we've got 0, 2, 3, 4, 0, 0, 2, 3, 4, 0, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Zero ABC 0. Oh, needs to be and then just D. Should really be all of them should really be characters. It doesn't matter. Okay, so now we run this again, but we have to so we start at 2, 2. No, we start at 5, and 5 is 0, 1. So it's row 0, 1, 2, column 0. Alright, now this all happens again, but we have to do max. Okay, C equals max that, I equals min 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's 4. Now what? Alright, I think to do this we've got to say new R and new C. New R, and then we check what we result on and make the switch only if it's not a... Yeah, essentially that's what will be achieved. So, so now we've got new R and new C. If numpad new R new C is not equal to 0, then RC equals new R new C. Alright, and then just print RC like that. Let's try it out. New we need these should have been elifs, not, well, it doesn't matter, but new R. Do we have to is that a compilation error? Well, yeah, okay, fine. New R. Okay, set it to none to begin with. List indices must be integers. Okay, so it's actually putting none into... Ah, of course. Yeah, it should be... This should be R and C. Because if we change new R, or if we set new R, we still need a new C. Okay, yeah, so new R, new C should be R and C. Copies of R and C, and then we're changing them. Yeah, makes sense. Alright. Okay, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here, A47DA. I formatted this horribly. A47DA. Okay. Correct. Okay. Let's check. ChatGPT. So again, we'll just copy this. Right. So same as before. Right, let's just say, can you write a Python program to solve this problem? Okay. He's done the same array that I've done for the first keypad. And he's actually storing the code properly and building it as it goes along instead of just printing each character. Okay, he's done the same max min thing. So yeah, that made sense. Yeah, I don't know if that's just it could be that he was thinking harder, but I suspect it also could just be that the servers are busy, because sometimes the servers go down because too many people are using Chat GPT, and they say try again later. Because when he's building it line by line, I suspect he already knows kind of fully what he's planning to do. Or maybe he doesn't, I don't know. I'm not sure. It's a mystery. Alright, okay. So he wants the instructions as a space-separated list of strings. Yeah, we can do that, okay. Well, we don't need to do that. We can adjust that. Alright. Let's keep the naming convention, so to ChatGPT. Does ChatGPT know brainfuck? I could try. Okay, let's tackle this problem, then I'll try that. Alright, they used to allow brainfuck on the main coding challenge website I used to use, but they took it off. I guess because it's hard to maintain if the devs themselves don't really understand brainfuck. Because they always have to write boilerplate code for the problems. Alright. Wait. I don't want that. What do I want? He wants instruction. Okay, yeah, so we want... say lines equals f dot read lines. This should just be lines, I guess. Let's run that. 7 through 597. Correct. Alright. Now I'll be interested to see how he tackles the next problem, but could be the same way I did it. Alright, so yeah, it definitely looks like there's another win for ChatGPT. That was way faster than me. Can you adjust this program for the following additional requirements? Should I call them additional requirements, or should I... It's not additional requirements, that's a bit misleading. Let's say for the following... It's an additional problem. Let's say that. Well, I want to be kind of... I want to not tell him anything about the context. Let him just work out everything from the problem itself. So I don't want to be mentioning keypads or anything. I just want to give him the problem and tell him to work everything out. So yeah, he's done the same thing I did, using empty strings, and that's smart. That does make more sense, because if you're writing a program, you might as well keep them all the same types. I was using ints and characters mixed together. All right, let's see how he handled he started at 5 correctly. Yeah, he's done what I did. He created a next button, and then okay, so this time he didn't do the max min thing that he did before. He could have. But instead he's doing a check to see whether it's gone out of bounds afterwards. And in that same check, checking that it's not an empty string. So that's a perfectly fine way of doing it as well. He's doing a non-terminating print here. I rarely do that. He's printing character by character, so if you do end equals that, then it will keep the characters on the same line. That's smart. Alright, let's try this then. How do we want to, okay, so do that. Oh, this time he actually knew. Wait, what? How did he know that I called my input file input.text? I never even told him that. Oh, okay. He just decided. He's telling us to actually create a file called input.text. He's just happened to use the same naming we did. I guess it makes sense. That's a sensible name for an input.text. Okay. So I don't need this bit. My God. I think from now on I'll just tell him that I have this input.text so that he uses it that way. Then I can literally just paste in the program fully. A470A. Does Advent of Code mention the input file? No. It just says your puzzle input, but if you save the input, it doesn't get called input.text. It gets called where is it? Save page as. It gets called input, a file called input with no extension. But yeah, I think ChatGPT just decided to call it input.text because that's a sensible thing to call it. So from now on, I think I'll add an instruction saying I'll tell him I have the input in a file called input.text. I think he'll actually be able to interpret that. Well, okay, that's another clear win for ChatGPT. All right. I saw a YouTube video where someone created like Flappy Bird purely using ChatGPT, telling ChatGPT, now create this script for me. Now can you make gravity work like this and so on, and it built the whole program, the whole game. You can tell it to make a text adventure game. I tried that before. Let's try a new chat. Can you make a text adventure game for me in Python? Oh, I don't have the window showing. Let's see what he does. Last time I did this, it was like you're in a dungeon and you had to find a key. There was a door and there was a key. And there was just one puzzle in the game, and that was to pick up the key and put it in the door. Basic outline of how to create a text adventure game in Python. No, I want the actual game. Stop. He did it before. Create a text adventure game for me in Python. my god. Alright, I'm not gonna look at the code, I'm just gonna copy it in and play it. Let's create a new, well, let's just... new... Alright. Copy code. Alright. Run. Welcome to Text Adventure Game. You are in a dark forest and you need to find your way out. There are dangerous creatures lurking in the forest, so be careful. You're currently in the forest. What would you like to do? Okay, in Text Adventure Games, normally you say look. I don't understand that command. Help? Can you tell me the commands? Alright, it's going to be very simplistic, so... Walk. Go. Go north. Okay, I don't actually know what commands. Let's have a look at the code. Oh, you're supposed to give it directions. Okay. Alright, north. You moved north. Congratulations, you made it out of the forest. Thank you for playing the text adventure game. Wonderful. What happens if you go... south? Oh no, you've been killed by a dangerous creature. Wonderful. The game can also be quit at any time by typing quit. That's insane. Alright, Alright, I guess we're on to problem 3. Squares with 3 sides. Alright, nice short description. Now that you can think clearly, you move deeper into labyrinth of hallways and office furniture that makes up this part of Easter Bunny HQ. This must be a graphic design department. The walls are covered in specifications for triangles. Or are they? The design document gives the side lengths of each triangle it describes, but 5, 10, 25? Some of these aren't triangles. You can't help but mark the impossible ones. In a valid triangle, the sum of any 2 sides must be larger than the remaining side. For example, the triangle given above is impossible because 5 plus 10 is not larger than 25. Uh-huh. Okay, that seems easy. I mean, I could actually code this faster than ChatGPT, maybe. Right. Switch to... Right. Alright. What are these? Tabs? A space? Okay, doesn't matter. So... let's close these. Okay, so with open or line in f.readlines, there are 2 spaces. Oh, no, they are tabs. Are they? Okay, we can try test this out. do I just say, okay, sides equals int x for x in line dot split is it like that? Try that. No, I don't think we can do it like that. We just have to discard the spaces. So this is a bit awkward. Alright, DJ. Alright, have a good sleep. Okay, these are fixed widths, so we can just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's better. S1 equals line equals int line 5 2 3 equals 5 10 10. I don't know why they did it like this. Okay, so that should work. Yeah. All right. So count equals 0 if S1 plus S2 is strictly greater. So they're not counting 0 area triangles, are they? Yeah, they say strictly larger. And S1 plus S3 is greater than S2, and S2 plus S3 is greater than S1, count must equal 1. Print count 983. Correct. Right, I did that pretty fast, so I think ChatGPT might not actually beat me, and I won't really know. I'd have to look back at the video to see who was faster. Right, now that you've helpfully marked up their design documents, it occurs to you that triangles are specified in groups of 3 vertically. Huh? Okay. Each set of 3 numbers in a column specifies a triangle. Rows unrelated. I'm trying to understand what they're saying here. Oh, okay. So these 3 numbers are 101, 102, and 103 form one triangle. They've used a strange example here. These numbers are weird. Numbers with the same hundreds digit would be part of the same triangle. Okay, but that's just in this weird example. Okay. That was confusing me, this bit about the hundreds digit. That's not actually a thing, that's just coincidence. Alright. Fine. Just need to Okay, let's do this again, but so we've got S1, S2, S. All right, let's just create a matrix or something, and then we'll read it down the columns. Mat equals that. Let's say mat dot append S1, S2, S3, and now we've got, got a matrix, and now we've got to go look down the columns. So for call in range 2, 0, 1, and 2, 3, 0, 1, and 2. Or I in range length of the matrix divided by 3. S1, S2, S3 are going to be mat three times I call. So that's S1, S2, S3. So 3 times I plus 1 and 3 times I plus 2. And just do this. Okay, I feel a bit weird about that, but it... Oh, okay, no, it seems okay. 1836. It's a lot more, alright. Correct. Okay. Alright, ChatGPT. Alright, so we'll try telling... Alright, so let's say... So can you write Python program solve the following problem? My input will be provided as in a file named input.txt. Now the problem, if I do it like that, I should just be able to paste the whole thing in. Thing is, he doesn't know the weird formatting they've done for the triangles, so I'm gonna have to modify the program a bit. Because even though I told him about input.txt, he doesn't know that they're like 5-character for each column. Ooh, it looks like he might be wrong. Because he's only checking side 0 plus 1 is greater than side 2, but don't you need to check all combinations? Well, I don't know. Let's try the program. All right, 3 ChatGPT. All right. Okay, so this is the program. But will this actually work by itself? Oh, it does. It's dot split. Oh, he sorted them. That's smart. So you don't need to try all 3 combinations. He just sorted them so that it's in increasing order, which I should have done. So if the 2 smallest sum to be bigger than the biggest, then you can also infer that any other combination will also hold. Well, okay, he's beaten me again. This actually works because I didn't know split actually discards empty strings from the result, but I'm glad it does because that's what you wanted to do, really. Yeah, okay. So you can actually split on arbitrary white space sizes. I'm surprised I never came across that before. Okay. I've been using the split method since, like, I think I remember the first time I used the split method. That was in 2012. So over a decade I've been using split. I don't think I ever knew that. I must have known it at some point, just forgotten. Alright, so we need to adjust. Damn, yeah, he sorted, which is what I should have done. Alright. Can you change the problem for the following specification? Alright, see if we can do this. Okay, that's sensible. Creating a is triangle method. Columns equals this. Yeah, that's basically what I did. But it's better. His code is better than mine, definitely. Cleaner. Alright. Let's test it. See, not only is the code good code and it works, but it doesn't even look like it was created by an AI. It looks just perfectly normal code. There's nothing that makes it look weird or anything. Alright. Run. Three. List map. Why am I getting 3? So is this code wrong then, or is this something is this an issue with the way because I haven't really told him the format for input.txt. Columns. All right, let's print columns here so we know what he's actually got out of that. He's got columns correctly, so I think he's actually got it wrong. How could it just be 3? It looks like it's. I mean, the code looks right. So those are the columns. So for I in range. Hang on, this I variable, why are you going... So columns 0 is that. Length column 0 is 3. So you're going from 0 to 3 in increments of 3. Something is wrong there. The ChatGPT's made a mistake, surely. J in range 3. Yeah, that should be... This should be... No, you should take that out. Then it'll work, won't it? No, not quite. But okay, something is wrong here. We need to tell him, see if he can fix it himself. But I'm not going to try to... You can tell him what the bug is, but I can just... I'm going to be... I think for this to be a fair test, I should just tell him it doesn't work, try and fix it. Like, I can't tell him what the bug he made is. So... There is a problem. I am only getting 3 as the answer, but there should be far more than 3 possible triangles in the input. Interesting. Okay. Try this then. 1836. Okay, well, that's still a win. I mean, we got the wrong answer first, but I mean, we got wrong answers first when coding myself, and I didn't tell him what the bug was. I just told him it's wrong, please try to fix it, and he fixed it, so that counts. That probably was faster than... I did code that pretty quickly, though. That was quite short, but I think... Well, I mean, I got it right first time, actually, so maybe that should count as a win for me. I don't actually know. I haven't established rules here. I'll have to look back at the video and see how long it took me and how long it took ChatGPT. Well, it didn't take him long at all. Alright, well, that's interesting at any rate. Yeah, so... Yeah, I'll say that's still a win for ChatGPT because it was still faster. I just spent time trying to fix his bug for him, but I didn't have to do that. Alright, so what's the time? Should I do one more? Yeah, I can squeeze in one more. All right. Finally, you come across an information kiosk with a list of rooms. Of course, the list is encrypted and full of decoy data. The instructions to decode the list are barely hidden nearby. Better remove the decoy data first. Each room consists of an encrypted name, lowercase letters separated by dashes, followed by dash, a sector ID, okay, followed by dash, a sector ID, and a checksum in square brackets. Fine. A room is real if the checksum is the 5 most common letters in the encrypted name, in order, with ties broken by alphabetization. For example, this is a real room because the most common letters are A, B, and then a tie between X, Y, and Z, which are listed alphabetically. So you're supposed to discard all the hyphens, I guess. The hyphens are confusing me. Alright, that makes sense. What's the 1, 2, 3? That's the sector ID, okay. Which we're not using, I suppose. Oh, you're supposed to take their sector IDs. Okay, got it. Okay, fine. So we're taking the sum of the sector IDs of the real rooms, where the checksum is valid. Okay. Alright. Whoops. Alright, so as before, we need to take the lines. So I should just split it by hyphens, but then join up the first ones. So let's say tokens equals line.split hyphen. Okay, now the text will be join tokens can I do that? I keep forgetting whether I'm allowed to do that. And the final token is just going to be this number with the square brackets, so so we take, hang on, so I equals tokens, the final token dot find the instance of the first bracket. Are they always 3-digit numbers? I don't really want to assume. Does any number start with a 0? Hang on, I might have said in the... I don't know, but I don't want to assume. So let's say we need to do that. Num equals int tokens -1 up until I, or let's call that sector, and then checksum equals tokens -1 from I +1 up. I don't, so minus, no, you can't, up until length of tokens minus. What, does this run? Yeah, okay, so okay, now what? Let's use counter. From collections import counter, this just quickly lets us count the characters. So C equals counter on the text. So that'll give us letters and their counts. Oh, replace all the hyphens with empty strings. Okay, let's count. Okay, just say some array equals character, say the count, no. Okay, so the count, which is v, and the original character, let's say k, or kv in counter.items. That should be c. So that's just putting it into an array which can now be sorted. Well, let's do minus k, so then it will sort them. Well, sorry, minus v. So that'll actually sort, starting with actually the biggest values, but it will sort alphabetically properly for the keys, I think. So, like -100 will come before -1, but also x will come before y. Okay, that'll work. So now we've got so the checksum is the first 5? Yeah, okay. So say array2 equals k for just pair 1 or pair in array. So we're just taking the letters now. And just take the first 5. It might actually be fewer. If checksum is the same as array2 all joined up, so you take all those letters together, we want... Oh, this code looks horrible. Oh no, it looks okay. It's just I think it's kind of hard to understand what I'm doing here if anyone's watching this. It's just I have this all in my head at the moment. Count 0. Count plus equal. So then we add the sector. And now print count. So we're counting how many? No, should really be sectors sum. Alright, there's a lot of things could go wrong here. 0. Nice. Okay, so I don't know if I did that text thing correctly. Let's see. Yeah, the text looks correct. Okay. Sect. Checksum. So let's just print all those things, make sure they all came out correctly. So we've got text, got a sector, and we've got a checksum. Huh? The checksum's wrong. Checksum. How does it look again? It's got that bracket. So I plus 1 will be from just after the bracket. And length. Oh, why? I forgot to put the -1 in here to specify the token. There we go. Minus. Did I not? I think I didn't strip. So it's got the new line characters in there. There we go. Okay, okay. 245,102. Actually, I feel confident because the hardest bit is just extracting that stuff. Once you've got that, is the counter thing seems like it should just work. Correct. With all the decoy data out of the way, it's time to decrypt this list and get moving. Ah, okay, so that gives us the correct rooms. All right. The room names are encrypted by a state-of-the-art shift cipher, which is nearly unbreakable without the right software. However, the information kiosk designers at Easter Bunny HQ were not expecting to deal with a master cryptographer like yourself. To decrypt a room name, rotate each letter forward through the alphabet a number of times equal to the room's sector ID. A becomes B, B becomes C, Z becomes A, and so on. Okay. Dashes become spaces. Dashes. Okay, yeah, fine. What is the sector ID of the room where North Pole objects are stored? Where North Pole objects are stored. So I guess we just have to print them all out and read them by eye. Interesting. Okay. This one seems harder than 2015. I don't remember. I don't remember the first few problems for 2015 now. They've been replaced in my mind with the later ones. I don't think this one's too hard. It's just my coding. This was a bit weird to extract as tokens because it's got all these weird characters in. But once you've got them, you just count the letters and sort them according to the most common. So the actual logic is fine. It's just the input parsing really is the problem. Alright, so the shift cipher. Okay, yeah. I could do this. Oh, you know what? I wonder if ChatGPT will actually be able to solve this and interpret this meaning here, where North Pole objects are stored. So it actually tells us the sector ID if we give it the sector IDs. I guess we'll have to... Let's not worry about ChatGPT right now. Okay, so... we need... If it's the correct room, then we put it into a list. Rooms. Rooms.append the text. Ah, but we don't want the text. We want the original text with the hyphens. This one. Place the hyphen with a space. Okay. So for room in rooms, just print the room. Let's just see what it looks like. Okay. Hang on. Text equals... Why hasn't it got the spaces? What have I done? Tokens is unmodified. Tokens. Ah! I don't know why I did this. You don't need that. There's no hyphens. We need to keep the hyphens though. Hang on, so... So actually it should just be space.join. That'll do it. There we go. Alright. Step Gibty. Okay, now what? We need to decrypt, so... Maybe we should decrypt inside this inner loop here. Okay, so... room name equals that for car in room name decrypted. So we put the characters into decrypted. So for each character, if car is a space, just skip it. So basically, how do you do this? So we can use ORD, and CHR. It's a bit... I suppose that's the correct way to do it. All right, so let me print ORD of A. We need to see what that number is. So ORD A, look at, is 97. B will be 98 and so on. So all right, so I don't know, X equals ORD of car minus 97, so that brings it to 0. A is 0, B is 1, and so on. Then we do x equals x plus sector percent 26. So that will do the cipher, the rotation of the letters, but stay within the alphabet. And now just put the character in. Decrypted dot append CHR of, but we have to add the 97 back. And that's awkward. Okay. And now just put decrypted in there. Oh, we need to put the spaces in as well. So yeah, if it's a space, we just put the space in, otherwise we decrypt it. Let's try that. Oh. Join it back up. Okay. Now what? Just do a Control F for North Pole? They're not here. North Pole object storage. Wait, what did we need? Oh, we need the sector ID. Rooms.append plus the sector. Three, 2, 4. Alright, that's gotta be correct. Because if we actually got a sentence that made sense, that means the decryption worked. I can't see any way that could be wrong. So 3, 2, 4. Alright, how are we going to do this? Okay, so the first part for ChatGPT is fine. We could do that. So alright, so what did I say before? I said, can you... Okay, yeah. Do the same question as before. Is it offline? New chat. He's thinking. Yes, comma, I can help you, right? I think the servers are probably overloaded with people hammering ChatGPT with requests. Wait, this is no. Okay, yeah, he is writing the code. I thought he wasn't going to write the code. Oh, he's using regular expressions. Smart. That's what I should have done. So that weird index location of the... Yeah, the way I did it was horrible. I don't know why I didn't just use regular expressions. There's a point at which I think, oh, I can do this with indexes and tokens and stuff. And then I keep going without realizing that it's almost always better to just use regular expressions. Okay, you don't have to split into... Well, you could... Okay, fine, do it that way. You can use f.readlines, but... strip.split... Okay. It's taking longer, but it's not because he can't work it out. I think it's just the server is slow. So alright, so that's the pattern. Oh my god. Fine. Sort of makes sense. I'm not really great with regular expressions, but yeah. Okay, so he's not using counter. I guess it avoids using collections stuff because that's kind of like not base Python, but it's collections module. This is just much cleaner code. We're separating it. We've got the pattern defined here, and then we've got the checksum as a separate method. This is how you're supposed to write it. Yeah, okay, it seems like it's just very slow right now. I just have to wait. I won't count this time as him taking longer than I did to code it. It's because it's just because of the server, I guess. Using the key parameter, which you can do as well. That's probably the better way to write it for readability. Oh, he did use the minus trick that I used as well. Okay. If I were writing this for proper software and I wanted it to be as readable as possible, I wouldn't use the minus. I would just say... Oh yeah, I suppose it's fine. Is he frozen? Let's just give it some time. That came really slowly. I think he's just kind of frozen. perhaps I should just start a new chat and ask again. I don't even see a cursor. This one will still keep going while I start a new chat. Let's try again. It wants me to... This isn't finished, is it? No, because he's not actually using calculate checksum. It's just frozen. How do I just tell him to stop? Okay, delete this. Alright. There we go. Just, if it's going too slow, just start again. I guess there was a different... Something had slowed down that instance. See, you ask the same question and it gives a completely different program. This is RNG, so he's not going to give the same result every time, which is cool. That allows him to give different stuff if you're doing creative writing or... Okay, so he's used the regular expression again, but he's used the groups method. Nice. This time he's called it letter counts. Yeah, the same idea, completely different order. Okay. Let's try this. Two, 4, 5, 102. That was... Yep, that's correct. Now, for the next bit, I guess we should just modify the problem and tell him to print out all the sector, print out all the rooms with their IDs, because he doesn't have the input, so he can't actually tell us where the North Pole objects are stored. Alright, so we have to modify the program slightly. Alright, so so as before, we want change the problem for the following specification. Alright, can you change the problem for the following specification? Alright, change the last line though, so... Print out all the... Damn it! I clicked out of the screen. Oh, it keeps it. Thank goodness. No, it didn't keep my last query. Okay, that's fine. Can you change the problem for the following specification? Now the code's unfinished, I guess, because... Well, the code's different. What? That's not the code I used. He's using counter for this one. That's not the one that he generated the first time. I guess it's regenerated it when I opened the tab. Okay, fine. Change the problem for the following specification. Copy this. Okay. Print out all the real room names along with their respective sector IDs. That's what we wanted to do. I think the last thing we should do is then paste what we get from that, because he hasn't actually solved the problem fully. Paste what we get from that and tell him to tell us where the North Pole objects are stored. That will prove that he can actually solve it. So the decrypt method, yeah, he's using ORD. Why didn't I think of doing that? Subtract ORD A, don't subtract 97. Subtract ORD A, which is 97. But then you don't have to figure it out. Yeah, just better written. Well, we don't want to print this. Oh, he is printing all this decrypted ones, okay. But is he making? Is he only printing the decrypted ones if they pass the checksum? Yes. Wow, it's perfect. Let's see if it works. Like, that's a very. That's. Okay, it's just really smart. Alright, yeah, that's correct. And now what should I do? Should I just copy this? Alright. Your program gave me the following. Hang on, have I got this? There we go. The program gave me the following output. Can you tell me the sector ID for, how do they phrase it? The room where North Pole objects are stored. The room when, and then we need to actually just print out the entire output. Can we do that? Yes, perfect. All right, just take out this. Okay. No, it's too long. Fine. I guess it's not fair to expect him to be able to do that. There's limits on how much you can paste. What if, just as a proof of concept, we just take the bit around the North Pole. So it's basically a smaller input size. We pretend it's a small input size. This. Reload the conversation. What do we mean reload the conversation? they want me to refresh? Click it again. Clicks out, click it in. Okay. Damn it, they didn't keep my... Okay, fine. Right. Your program... Whoops. Program gave me the following output. Can you tell me the sector ID of the... Oops, the room where North Pole objects are stored. And then just paste a shorter selection. Like that. And we can go a bit bigger than that. Alright, let's do this. Three, two, four. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I expected him to be able to do that, but that proves that he can actually solve this problem. It's just there's limits on the input size, but that's fair because it was a big input. So yeah, that's another win for ChatGPT, surely. That's much cleaner code. Yeah, I can see how this is going to ruin the competition, because the top... Okay, so when the competition is live, they only count the top 100 people, and then after that, it doesn't really matter where you come. Only the top 100 people get points. And the top 100 people usually solve it within... Well, I don't know, because we can actually see the data here for how long they did it. Let's see, leaderboard. For problem 1, let's say. So the top person solved it in 7 minutes. I'm pretty sure ChatGPT can beat 7 minutes. It did beat 7 minutes for surely. That's the top 100 people. Oh, that's to get both stars. Okay, that's still plausible. If you had ChatGPT, especially if you had the paid version, then yeah, 7 minutes, sure, could probably manage that. And then 549, okay, that's still beatable with ChatGPT, but you might get delays. 246, okay, I don't think I could beat that even with ChatGPT. That's a bit... Which one was problem 3? Wait, and 4 was 955. Okay, that was... See, if ChatGPT was around in that year... I mean, ChatGPT was around in 2022, and people were already using it, so some of these top times are actually ChatGPT solving it. Look, 53 seconds. I'm not saying this person used ChatGPT. Some probably did, and some probably didn't. We can't tell who did or who didn't, but I know for some problems, some people who came top were the ones that used ChatGPT, because they even made an article about it and showed how they did it. Yes, these times are very good, and that's... So yeah, I can see how this kind of ruins the competition aspect of it. If you're handing out prizes or anything like that, because it's... And I wonder if that's why Google did shut down the Google Code Jam. Because Google Code Jam is probably solvable by this as well. And Google Code Jam, it's like a $20,000 prize for the top person. Oh no, but the final round you have to actually do it in person at their office. So you wouldn't be able to use ChatGPT there. But you could get the T-shirt. I got the T-shirt in 2012, and I never managed to get the T-shirt again. That just shows that I peaked. I peaked in 2012. I was at peak programming performance. Yeah. So that is, what was 3 again? Oh, the triangles. Yeah, that one's, I can believe that someone would program it in like a minute. And I also have this personal private leaderboard that anyone who's watching can join if they want. I'll put this in the description of the YouTube video as well. Oh, I've already caught up with Samuel over here. Cool. All right, well, I'm looking forward to this. I suspect that these years get better as they go along. Because the first year, Eric, it was good, but maybe there were some places where Eric didn't have many ideas, and then I expect in the later years, he came up with more ideas for problems over the course of the year in preparation for Christmas. So he probably improved the quality of the problems, I'm guessing. All right. Thanks, ChatGPT, and good night. Yeah, I'm trying to think of more things I can use ChatGPT for in programming streams. Like, there's some interesting stuff that can be done. All right, that's the end of that. All right, thanks for. There was one thing I wanted to try, and that was to test if he knows brain fuck. I don't have this. Okay, and next time I'll have to try that next time. Bye bye.